Today we have a special guest with us, Joelle Neoh. So we hear that you've got a new project, which is, well, probably not so new, but it's called GroupsMore.com, yes? And tell us a bit more, what does this do and who can participate and, you know, what does this offer?
Okay, well, it started back in July this year because after the Youth Festival, which was organized in May, a lot of ministers and CEOs who came for the festival, they were talking to us and say, hey, you know, how can you make this festival something of some sort of a movement where every day these young people can be excited about life. Yeah, consistently. Because if not, what happens is that it takes us 6 months to organize a festival.
Yes.
And it's only once a year.
Yes.
Yeah, so we wanted something
like
that...
a one-off. You don't want it to be a one-off. How do we make it...
Exactly.
Right, okay.
So we were looking at certain elements. We were exploring user-generated content to like different types of experiences that we want to give to young people. And we realized that we wanted to gather a lot of young people to do stuff and get more out of life.
Right.
So that's where the name GroupsMore came about. So like as groups, you do more, you experience more, and possibly save more money.
Right.
And back then, in July, we looked at the States and the UK. What were the emerging models?
So is this something that, sort of like not say replica, but there are platforms that you guys used as models?
Yeah, there's a model that we were looking at, which is called the group buying model. That as a group, if you get together, you can get discounts, right? So, but the main purpose of why we want to do that is so that young people can experience and try more stuff. So we started to talk to some retailers, and within like the first 2 months, we tied up with 20-30 retailers that wanted to give discounts to young people if a lot of them buy a certain product,
in bulk.
right? Yeah, in bulk.
Yeah. Well, if you are actually looking for things to do out there, you can actually log on to
GroupsMore.com.
GroupsMore.com. But is Youth Asia accessible as well? Is there a website that you can log on to?
Yeah, it's YouthAsia.com, and basically you can see pictures of ourselves and our team, you know, doing crazy stuff, holding the nunchucks, and like, you know, we've got quite a dynamic team. You know, it's very diverse as well from different countries. And,
in terms of membership, is there any like difficulty, like you have to pay to member to be a member, or is there any procedures to become a member?
Well, membership is free. Basically, for GroupsMore particularly, we started on 1st September. The site went out on 1st September. So to date, we have about 10,000, almost 10,000 members. As of this morning, it was about 8,006 members. Yeah, 8,600 members. And basically, when you join, you just get tips on how to lead a more exciting life. So like, I'll be sending like an email on certain links that I find is quite interesting. Yeah. Secondly, is you get things to do every week, new things to do, at up to 90% discount. So basically, like
that's a lot of savings, isn't it?
Yes. So like for example, we had this massage deal where usually it costs like 250 ringgit, and it's only at 48 ringgit. Wow. So we had about 200-300 people buying to it. Yeah.
And you were saying that it's not just for youth. I mean, like anybody can log on to this and reap the benefits of your research and your negotiations and your deals, right?
Yes.
So it's maybe give us some examples of what is available on GroupsMore that people can, you know, be excited about and go check it out.
So we look at it. There's actually 3 areas that we are focused on. One is food-related stuff. So I mean, even in our team, all of us actually buy those deals because it's really good. That's where we spend our lunch money.
What better way to do so if you are a consumer yourself and giving yourself the opportunity to buy cheaper stuff so you can buy more, right?
So as we look at it, there's 3 different groups of activity, different groups of discounts. One is food. The second one is on like experiences, group activities. So for example, ice skating, we have archery, and right now I think on the site there's a futsal deal that you can play at 50% discount. And the third one is that we realize is very popular. It's actually beauty and care, healthcare.
Women are vain, you know.
Men as well. Men as well. Yeah,
do you go for those things?
I'm thinking about it. I'm being influenced by my team right now to try some of the beauty deals.
Being more metrosexual and things like that.
The massage and the facial. So before GroupsMore, I probably have never thought of doing it, but maybe soon, I guess.
Yeah, so it's also healthy things. It's also exciting things.
I'm glad you're signing up to GroupsMore.
Oh, okay.
After this.
Which means I need to go and do it after this to you know, stick to the promise. I just wanted to highlight, you know, if you guys wanted to check out Youth Asia as well as Joelle was actually featured in the Utusan Malaysia on the 28th of October, which was yesterday, I think. Remaja Malaysia Kurang Seronok. So if you're feeling kurang seronok, and if you're feeling like your life is not really, you know, up to par, these are avenues that you could possibly look for. So look out for exciting stuff that we can bring to you via GroupsMore Joel, Neoh, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks.
And thank you for giving youth out there an opportunity to expand their wings and live their life, because I think a lot of people have pent-up energy that they really don't know where to go, and this seems to be a huge problem out there for youth as well, right? I'm sure this is kind of why you wanted to bring this to the people.
Yeah, I mean, we realize they have a lot of ideas, energy, and how can we channel it collectively to do something that's awesome or something that's inspiring.
Hopefully we will have more positive outlets, because I would really like to see our youth grow and mature as individuals, and we do more contributing stuff, because I think right now it's exciting, but meaningful experiences actually has more longevity, I think. Don't you think so?
Yeah, I definitely agree with you.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for joining us on The Breakfast Club, and we'll be back again tomorrow. I'm Elaine, and this was Joel. Thank you very much.
I still am Joel.
This is Joel. You still is Joel. See you later. Thanks for joining us.